This is the OFRA Silicone Primer Gel. It's my first time using it and I noticed it doesn't feel like your typical silicone primer. It's very cool to the touch and it feels hydrating. You guys know I've been loving the NYX Pore Filler and I like to apply this on my problem areas, which is usually my nose, cheeks, forehead, and on my chin. Everyone's been talking about this foundation from Tarte, so I thought I would give it a try. And I'm applying with the Luxie 532 Round Top Blender. This is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation. I like to dab this all over my face first before I blend it out with a brush. This foundation starts off as a medium coverage, but I was able to build it up to a full coverage. It feels really lightweight on the skin and it seems to match me pretty good. It's a little on the light side, but I know I'm going to get a summer tan soon. To conceal and brighten underneath my eyes, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD Concealer. The first color I'm using is Creamy Beige, which is pretty close to my skin tone, but it also brightens at the same time. But I did want to brighten it up even more, and I'm using the Light Ivory. This is the NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. I like to spray my beauty blender with this and it'll make the concealer blend out easier and it'll also make it last longer. This is the NYX Highlight and Contour Pro Palette. I like to take the lighter matte shades, which is Soft Light and Cream, and apply that to the areas where I use the concealer. This will help set the concealer and also highlight at the same time. I'm going to add more definition to my face with this duo. This is the Tango Cheek and Contour Palette, and I like to apply this on my temples, in the hollow of my cheek, and under my jawline. Now I'm going to define my cheekbones by mixing Toffee and Sculpt from that palette, and I'm just going to put this in the hollow of my cheeks. It does look a little dark, but I end up blending it out after, but it really defines the cheekbones. I didn't want a lot of color on my cheeks for this look, so I'm taking the Milani Bellissimo Bronze Baked Powder Blush, and I'm applying this to the apples of my cheeks and brushing it back to the top of my ear. I want a really intense highlight, so I'm going to take these two guys, which is the Dewy Finish Setting Spray and my Luxie 512 Small Contouring Brush, and I'm going to dip this in the Strobe of Genius palette from NYX. I'm pretty much going to drench myself in this highlight because it's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm putting it on my cheekbones, on my temples, nose, and the Cupid's bow. My favorite step to seal everything in is spraying my face with the Dewy Finish Setting Spray from NYX. This will lock everything in, keep it in place, and it gives you a gorgeous glow. I'm skipping my brow application, but if you're wondering, I'm using the NYX Sculpt and Highlight Brow Contour in Espresso. To prep my lids for shadow, I'm taking the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and this will prevent creasing and bring out the pigments of the shadow. You'll also notice I'm extending the primer around the corners of my eyes and also underneath my lower lashes. I'm also going to highlight my brow bone with the Strobe of Genius palette, and I'm using the Luxie 237 blending brush. This is one of my favorite shadows from NYX called Blame It on Midnight, and I like to use this as a transition color. I'm applying with the Luxie 229 tapered blending brush. And I'm just blending this back and forth in my crease to blend up to that highlight. This is one of my favorite crease colors from Bravon, and this is the Brow Couture Styling Shadow in light brown. I'm applying it with that same brush, but I'm just focusing that color right in my socket. Now moving on to the NYX Full Throttle palette in the color Riot, and I'm applying this with the Luxie 239 Precision Shader brush. I'm focusing this color in the outer and inner corner of my eyes underneath my crease. I'm also pulling this product under my lower lash line, and I'm also extending it in the outer corners of my eyes. This is going to give more of a blown out eyeshadow effect. To intensify the color, I'm going to take the NYX Avant Pop Palette and use this metallic orange color and just layering over where I applied the orange earlier. This is a different finish and it's a little bit deeper, but I just like layering the colors together. Now I'm taking this matte burnt orange called Perception from the Stila palette, and I'm applying it with a smudger brush right underneath my lower lashes and in the outer corners of my eyes. I also wanted to define my eyes a little bit more with that dark burnt orange, so I'm applying this to the outer and inner sockets of my eye. This is the Luxie 207 medium angled shading brush that I'm using to apply it. I'm spraying my Luxie 211 concealer brush with the Dewy Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray. I'm patting that into the highlighter I used earlier and applying that to the center of my lid to give a really pretty metallic shimmer. To smoke out my lash line and add more definition, I'm taking the Urban Decay's Blackout eyeshadow with the Luxie 221 flat definer brush and applying this to my lower lash line and the outer corner of my top lash line. Now I'm adding a couple coats of mascara to my top and bottom lashes with the Too Faced Better Than Sex waterproof mascara. I haven't worn these lashes in a while, but I thought they would be perfect for this look. These are the Risque lashes from KoKo Lashes. The band of these lashes are super thin and flexible, so you can really get away without wearing an eyeliner with this look. I'm spraying my Luxie 235 blending brush, and I'm going to highlight the inner corners of my eyes using the Strobe of Genius palette. So now that you got your glow on, we're going to move on to the lips, and I wanted to use a purple to complement the orange in the eyes. This is definitely a favorite of mine. It's the Velvetella Creamstick Liner from MAC, and I'm just going to use this to outline my lips. I'm starting off with Full Throttle lipstick in the color Nightcrawler. This is definitely a darker lip look. You can also do a nude, which I think would be gorgeous with this look, but I was kind of bored of the nudes and wanted to try something different. I wanted to tone down the lipstick a bit, so I used this color from NYX, which is the Liquid Suede in the color Vintage. Alright you guys, I hope you enjoyed this makeup tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.